Welcome to CEO Interviews, a production of Gorecom, in which we take the time to speak with small cap company executives about what's going on at the companies. With us today, the Chief Operating Officer of Victory Square Technologies, Vahid Shababi, trades on the CSE under the stock symbol VST. For our friends in the US, VSQTF, and for our friends in Europe on Frankfurt under 6F6. Look, you know that the Gorecom thesis is that this decade is going to create 3 times more wealth from disruptive technology than the last 3 decades combined. We really feel that. And VST, Victory Square, gives investors access to a basket of the best startups with maximum growth potential, because you just don't have the time. A lot of investors don't have the time to try and research AI, AR, 3D printing, DNA sequencing. Victory Square does it all for you, has it all in one basket. They help build, acquire, and invest in promising startups, and then provide leadership and resources needed to get them on fast track growth. And God knows they've had great success stories, so it's more than just lip service. Vahid, welcome back, buddy.
Thanks for having me back.
Hey, glad to have you, because it's the middle of the summer, and you guys are always have something on the go. So it'd be great to talk about just some of the amazing companies that have both already gone public and are gonna go public, and just have a quick update on some. Which companies you want to talk about today?
For sure, and I appreciate it. So I know, like, people have, we've already talked about FansUnite doing a great job. They just closing another round of financing. GameOn has done a great job so far, and they have a massive lineup and pipeline of acquisition and partnership that they're going through it, and people will hear about that. Maybe today we focus on a few other companies that we didn't talk about them much, and some of the bigger things that we've been doing and we've been working on in last few weeks and few months that is going to create a massive opportunity for Victory Square portfolio companies as well as our investors. Creator.co, Victory Square, VS Digital Health, and Hydreight, Stardust Solar, and the small updates on the few other big things that is happening.
All right.
So yeah, I'll let you.
Let's start with Creator.co then. Because these are exciting. I love these new tech initiatives. Every one of them more exciting than the other. Talk to us about, first of all, give us an overview of what they do, because there are new people who are watching, and then Absolutely. Where are you at with Creator.co?
Yeah, for sure. So the Creator.co, they, as you know, like, especially during the COVID, the whole creator economy has grown so much. So the current market size, they're estimating about $104 billion as far as the creator economy.
How big?
$104 billion.
Wow.
And they're expecting this will grow super fast, because now during the COVID, the younger generation and some people has figured out a way how to create their own small business on the side and making money of it. Now, there are some interesting stats. Like, they're like roughly about 72% of these creators, they prefer Instagram as a primary content platform. So what Creator.co does, they created a platform for all these small to mid-size influencers to be able to monetize from their followers. Meaning, there are brands that they go to Creator.co and say, hey, we have such a campaign and we need to have influencers with this criteria. The platform automatically is going to show them all the the influencers that they fit within that criteria, from number of the users, from the
demographics,
the audience, what they follow, and all that. And they can say, okay, this is the product that we'd like these influencers to promote. The influencers start bidding for that and providing showing interest. The brand can identify 5, 10, 20, whatever influencer they want to work with, and the influencer is going to get a cut from whatever the sales happen from that. So the Creator.co team has done a great job right now. The platform is ready. They have 10% month-over-month revenue growth. They're growing by 10,000 influencer a month.
And by the way, what I like about this is that this isn't the superstar influencers, because everyone knows them. You pay George $500,000 for an Instagram post. What you're doing is putting together an army of that small to medium-sized influencers that it's very difficult for them to reach customers, and it's very difficult for customers to reach them. So you're filling a massive hole here.
You're absolutely correct. Now we found that, so we want to be like, as you see, like the if you go back and the VST philosophy, we always want to be ahead of the game. We just want to be, in something before that thing become, big. We've done it in blockchain, we've done it in AR, VR, we've done it in gaming. Now, when we found the Creator.co, great team, great board, great product. It already has revenue. The platform is ready. Now, there is a big gap right now that, again, that's the next big thing that we're working with Creator.co, and VST is taking full ownership on that, is when we look at it right now, there are two challenges in the creator economy space. One, there are many small and mid-sized influencers that they have good content. They know how to run the business. However, they need to have some capital in order for them to do the proper marketing, and they just put the content out and start getting more influencers. The second issue is there is no real income for followers. The follower is not going to make money. That's the influencer making. So the next big thing that the Victory Square is working with Creator.co, and VST is going to have a bigger portion of that, is we're going to have some sort of a coin offering for all these influencers, that these influencers can start having their own coin. The followers can start investing in those.
That is great.
As they grow, the coin is gonna grow and the value is gonna grow. So me as a follower, I'm gonna take advantage of that influencer is growing. Now, you can leverage that in sports. You can leverage that in arts. You can leverage that in anything that you want to. So
stock market influencing.
Now, but we don't want to charge anyone. So again, our philosophy is we're not going to charge the influencers. We're not going to charge the public. If they want to have, we've done something similar with Covalent, and we learned from that. If they want to have, let's say, 1 million coin offered at a penny or 2 cents, the VST Creator.co, we're going to take it 10 to 20% of those coins and keep it in our treasury. They can do whatever they want to do, and we can sell these coins anytime we want it. They're not going to pay us any fees. We're going to help them to grow. As we grow these this ecosystem of the influencers is going to make money. The followers is going to make money. The influencers have enough capital to actually put into the business and grow their followers. They grow the quality of the content. And at the same time, Creator.co is finding all these brands for them that they're going to work with them, and we're going to feed them with the business. So that's one of the areas that we're super excited about, that because we feel the creator economy has grown so much in past few months, and that's just the beginning, because that's going to grow. That's not going to get smaller.
That's where the world is going. That's where the world is going. And I almost want to talk about Creator.co for the next half hour, but we can't for now. Last question. When do you think Creator.co may officially, what's the ballpark, if you guys have one, estimation of when it may go public?
So right now, we haven't made a decision on that one, because again, Creator.co, we're building that platform, and because we're offering, kind of like a coin system on the side, we haven't decided on when is going to be the time frame for that. There are going to be some announcement between Creator.co and Victory Square in next few weeks on some of these areas, and also that create another chance that VST also start being an agency for many of these influencers that we can help them on the side. So the opportunity is massive. We're just trying to tackle this in a scalable format that we can scale this. But that's where we're at right now. And again, the revenue growth and the number of the influencer growth for Creator.co has been amazing.
Can't wait to get more detail on that. Very exciting. Next one, VS Digital Health.
So the VS Digital Health, we've been working on this since about like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, we came up with the master plan. VSH was one of the components. Hydreight was another component. But in order to make this scalable, one of the big achievements that we're having right now, and one of the big projects that we're working on that we're going to have an announcement in the next few weeks, is that digital health has created an extremely unique corporate legal structures across 50 states to navigate through a number of the challenges that you could have had with CPOM and having like offering the digital health through different states. So this legal structure not only protects our portfolio company associated with Victory's VS Digital Health, but also we can start offering that to medical and non-medical users, and they can take advantage of these licenses, and they kind of rent it to be able to do that in 50 states. This unique approach that we have for digital health navigates through some challenges to offer our product across 50 states while addressing and protecting unique issues within the medical practices. So if, let's say George wants to come and set up such a code to use our app and start offering a telemedicine, they can use our PC-friendly license and then start doing that. Any medical clinic out there, they can use that. So we've been working on this in past 6-7 months, and we're in the final stages. Super excited about that.
Genius.
Because that is going to help us with the next level thing, which is the white label tech of the digital health that we're working on. That call that Hydreight 2.0. So what Hydreight does right now, that basically these clinics can go become a business on there, start offering their solution, can be done for vets, can be done for mental health, can be done for hospitality. And we started working on that. Now we had to improve the tech so that tech can be white label immediately. Bigger brands can have their own, so they can offer their own product. Also, we can have one for hospitality. Now within the hospitality, we've worked with some of the bigger chains that they want to have their own brand. Now they can use their white label and our PC-friendly license, and they can launch that tomorrow. Same thing with the mental health. So we've been creating this foundation of the between the technology and the licenses in order for us to be able to grow and scale this in different industries and by different customers. Not only that, but also there are two other pieces. One is a payment processing for healthcare that we're in the final stage of launching that. And also there's a major contract with the healthcare manufacturer and distributor in US that they have 20 international offices and give access to over 1 million doctors for us to start offering that. We're also finalizing that contract that all these going to be announced in next 2 to 6 weeks and have a massive impact in how we can start offering these services across the board.
Does your payment processing abilities integrate, or does it need to integrate with US insurance providers as well? Because that's really
so Hydreight already the system that we have for Hydreight, I know if you have downloaded the app for Hydreight, but it already works with the insurance providers. So we're leveraging based on
that's impressive, because I know that's not easy to do at all.
So because the number of the insurances out there, so it works with the insurance, works with the credit card, and works with EFT. And we're going to offer that to other businesses as well. As you know, there is always a margin on the payment processing side that is going to help us to add to the bottom line for the VS Digital Health.
Ballpark, same question. I'm always going to end with that. Any kind of estimation? And again, I'm not trying to hold you down to a date. Maybe you might say first quarter of 2022 or mid. Any idea when VS Digital Health might be going public?
So we have few options, and we're entertaining different options between the discrete care VS Digital Health and Hydreight, that either we're going to take an approach of taking it public very similar to GameOn or Immersive, or we're going to work and partner with an existing players that have a massive footprint, very similar to Cloud9 that we do with our VPN business. We're entertaining all that. Depending which path we'll take is going to have different time frame. But what we know is in 2021, GameOn has already gone out. We gave the dividend. Immersive, Fantasy 360. We've been going back and forth on the comments of prelim prospectus that is very promising, and we're expecting that to be listed soon. And we give our share dividend to that. And we're the next one that again we haven't started the job already is Stardust Solar, that we have our we've been working on the documentation, prelim prospectus, audit, and all that, and have that one out of the gate as well, and give dividend to all the shareholders on that as well. And then the next one that we're entertaining is either VS Digital Health or Hydreight, that we're looking at different options. For us is how we can get the best value for our shareholders. And we'll look at the timing, what stage the business is at from the maturity and the scalability, and the market appetite. When these three align, then that's the best time for us to make this move.
Yeah, and I like that. You're not just rushing to put a win on the board. You're going to make sure the environment is right to get the best possible start for the companies. But I still have to ask, right? No matter what,
for sure.
Because Victory Square investors are watching, saying, "I love this company. When's it going to go public?" So I got to now they have the answers to what the factors are.
100%. And you said it well. Again, for us, it's not about just spinning them up. Is when we do it, how we do it, and we do it properly. We're in this game in a long term. We still, holding, shares in FansUnite after almost a year and a half. GameOn, same thing. Immersive, same thing. Because we believe in these businesses, we believe in these people, and we believe in this offering. So we just want to make sure we set up the foundation correctly. That if any investor comes in, that's something that the business can grow and actually do well with all the challenges. Obviously, there are things that it's unexpected, but all we can do is to make sure like all the boxes are checked, and that's a scalable business and mature business to go out.
And you mentioned Stardust Solar quickly in terms of as part of the plan for potential rollouts. Talk to us about Stardust Solar. Where are you at with that? And by the way, explain to everyone what Stardust Solar does quickly, and then what's the latest with them.
So Stardust Solar, earlier this year, as we shared with our shareholders, we were trying to get into renewable energy and EV. And that was one of our goals. So Stardust Solar was one of the companies that we feel they has the maturity, has a good team, has a good product and offering, and the footprint in the business, in the renewable energy that we can get to it. So in 2020, the annual renewable capacity increased by 45%, which is the highest year-on-year increase since '99. So they're expecting this is gonna grow and the high capacity addition to become a new normal. So in 21, 22, with the renewable accounting comes to about 90% of the new power capacity expansion globally. So that's what they're expecting. So what Stardust Solar does has two components for this business. One is around the education platform. It helps the professionals and as well as everyone to go through this education platform and learn about the solar plan, how to install the solar plan. And they have been certified by multiple different organizations and the government to make sure their courses are intact with what has to be offered. So they have a really great system that people go through this. And as you can imagine, again, during the COVID, online educational platform has been doing great, and they're getting a great valuation because now people are learning how to go through these courses themselves. That's one portion of the business. The other part of this business.
By the way, the educational, sorry to interrupt you there. Does it also help educate homeowners like me saying, hey, should I put solar on my house? Here's the size of my house. Here's the makeup of my house. What will I save? How much will it cost? Because I find that's a big one too. A lot of people talk about, I want to do solar for my home, but I have no clue how beneficial it'll be other than just the general greenhouse gas, benefits, but nobody has a clue about the financial side.
Absolutely. Not only that, but also it will teaches you as a homeowner what to buy, how to install your solar plan if you want to do it yourself. Now, the second part of the business model is based on that. Now, you as a homeowner or professional has learned that the benefits of the solar panel, and you have learned how to do the install for your home. Now you can become a franchise. Now you can start offering your services to other people around you. Now, this Stardust Solar is going to help you with the products. It's going to help you with the updates, with finding customers, as well as the courses. So that is growing so fast. And they have a number of the partnerships that, they just had one announced yesterday, that they are growing both sides of the business, because again, it's kind of like a combination of the renewable energy and the creator economy that, you're creating your own business within on some areas that can help, and it's borderless. It's not about being in Canada or US or Europe. You can learn through that. And Stardust Solar can also provide you with all these products based on their partnership that they have with this manufacturer.
So I can do an analysis of my home.
Yeah.
And once I've done the analysis of my home and I like it, I can then actually turn it into a business and go to my neighbors and say, hey guys, look, I did it for my home. I did an analysis. I installed the solar system, renewable energy result. I could do it for your house also for that. But you guys almost make it turnkey.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Very smart. Great way for it to go viral.
When you look at, quality of the content and the licenses, the number of the existing customers that has gone through this program, as well as the revenue growth, this is a business that we feel it's going to grow super fast, as they've been growing already, but we're working with them very closely from the scalability and sales, and working with them on the side to prepare all the documentations for public offering. And we feel that's going to be one of those investments that we got in at the right time, at the right place, found the right team, and is going to have a good return for Victory Square and the shareholders. And we're all going to have the same, the share dividend that we did with GameOn, and we're doing it for Immersive with the Stardust Solar as well.
Each one of these more exciting than the other. And I don't get easily excited, but you heard what I said at the beginning. I think this is the decade of disruptive tech. I mean, this just wouldn't have been possible 5 years ago, let alone 10 years ago, to turn homeowners to make their own assessments and turn them into a business at the exact same time with that. We're going to go deep. We're going to do a deeper dive into the entire portfolio in the next couple of weeks on a beyond the presentation with a deck and all that. So we can actually take a look at each company and, get a real visual. So that's it for now, but do you got a couple of quick updates on a couple of other companies that you want to talk about?
Yeah, so just very quickly, so Immersive, the public listing is on track and the share dividend is on track. We're going to have some announcement around that. It's going faster than expected. As some of you know, we have invested in a movie called The Opening Act. They also landed at some major distribution contract that they're looking good, and hopefully is gonna, we're gonna see, a return on that, before end of the year. We're also going to have some big news around Covalent, next Decentrum, with some of the recent partnerships they've done. Copilot is we're going to have some big news around the Copilot in next 3 to 6 months. That is going to have a massive impact on VST. Shape Immersive as well. They're doing a great job, and with some of the contracts we're going to have that. And we're also looking at some new investments around the EV, rent now, pay later. Basically the industry. And again, our goal for this year was we finished the year by having multiple company, out of the door listed at the good market cap with a solid team. And again, at the end of this year, if VST finishes the year with 4 or 5 companies, including Cloud9, Fans, GameOn, Immersive, and hopefully
big year, big win.
Those are the ones that we're holding, a liquid stock that, now our value is going to be more visible to the market, that, if the market cap is this, they have this many shares, what's the real valuation for this company? Because one of the challenges right now is, for example, Copilot is going to have a massive impact on our NAV, but because the ownership is over 22-23%, the fair market value doesn't come to our financials. Same thing, happening with Cloud Advisors. Same thing is happening for many other investment that we have, Hydreight. So we're gonna, we're working with our, auditors and our legal team to have unaudited, financial statement out before end of the year, hopefully. But having all these assets spin out and having, holding their stock, that's gonna help the market to realize what VST means, and what if all the these portfolio companies follow the same pattern with the multiple that we're getting from the original investment to what they worth at a time that they're going public?
Well, can't wait. I mean, it's already been a great year. Plus what you've told us here about what's going on and what may be coming. It sounds like you guys just aren't stopping over there. There's no such thing as summer break. There's no such thing as COVID slowing you guys down. I hope the shareholders are as excited as I am just from listening to what you had to say just here, and can't wait to have you back, Vahid.
I appreciate it, George. And again, I just wanted to give a massive shout out to all our investors that they've been helping us, communicating with us, providing feedback, and supporting us. So no, I appreciate giving me a time, and we'll continue providing updates on portfolio companies. And again, I appreciate the time that you're giving.
Yeah, I know I'm going to go check out Creator Co. I mean, I love all of them, but I got to go check out Creator.co for sure, because I think that one is one of my favorites. But thanks for being here, Vahid. See you soon, man.
Thank you.
For everybody at home, you've been watching or you've been listening by podcast on Spotify, Google, Apple, your favorite podcast platform too. Vahid Shababi, he's Chief Operating Officer at Victory Square Technologies, trades on the CSC under the stock symbol VST. For our friends in the US, VSQTF, and for our friends in Europe on Frankfurt under 6F6. You've heard my thesis. I'm not going to repeat it. You've now heard or watched what Vahid has had to say about what the company's up to just on its most recent initiatives. You got to do your due diligence, because guys, if you're not able to keep up with AI, virtual reality, augmented reality, blockchain, health tech, all of these industries, Victory Square is right on top of those, and they're your proxy. You got to make the decision. I'm not telling you to, but you make an investment in them and you get the benefit of all their research and their hard work and their capital markets expertise. And for me, given what's going to happen this decade, you've got to do your own due diligence on the company. Thanks for joining us. Have an amazing day. See you next time. Hey guys, this video is over, but don't forget to help your company by liking it and then leaving a comment below. And then don't forget to help yourself by subscribing to our channel so you don't ever miss another great Agoracom small cap video.